appreciate Yahushua, to give thanks. And? So today we look at, let's get the book of Luke, chapter 9, verse 57. Let's start it. Luke 9, verse 57.
Luke chapter 9, verse 57.
Read, sir.
And it came to pass that as they went in the way, a certain man said unto him, Lord, I will follow thee whithersoever thou goest.
So this was Yahushua. So the Bible said a certain man came to him and said, Yahushua, I'll follow you, Lord, just me master. Wherever you go, Yahushua, I'll follow you. Right? Read on.
Verse 58. And Yahushua said unto him, Falcons have holes, and birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man had not where to lay his head.
So what Yahushua mean by this? What was Yahushua's response to him? He's not stable. He's a what? Pilgrim. Yahushua said the foxes have a hole to go. The bird have a nest in the tree, but the Son of Man have nowhere to lay. I don't know where am I going to sleep tonight. Do you see that? But these pastors have mansions and big houses, right?
And castle flights.
So do you see? So even so, how much black woman would want to marry a man like this? Because one thing I see when I went back to Babylon this time, everything is more expensive now. And that's why there's a Chinese proverb, the tide of war will always change. So that's why every year the Chinese have a different, they will say this year is the year the rat, this year is the year the goat. So the Chinese, their proverb said the tide always change. Do you know what the tide is? The ocean, the wave. Today down, tomorrow it's up. So the Chinese said the tide of water will always be changed. So America is in the state of mind now where a black woman can live by themselves. And it's, I think it's like that everywhere in the world, right? Look how much is rent. But it's surprisingly to see in America, they were talking about it on the TV. And they said, because in America, different states have different laws. Do you understand that? Like in Florida, Florida is a state you can carry a gun open. New York, you have to own property before you have a gun. So different state, different laws. So in Florida, they were talking about it on the news. A lot of women now who in abusive relationship because they cannot leave. But it's not abusive. You understand me? It's just a sense of the woman don't want the man to tell her what to do. And we watch all the artists, female artists, they sing song, they tell her this, they tell her that, right? We watch it, right? We hear Cardi B say she can't cook, she can't clean, do she still have that ring? No, I think the man leave. The man left. Because I remember Christmas she was angry, saying the man was out with bitches and all this stuff. The man left. But what we get to understand is, most of these singers, female singers, are prostitutes and strippers. So we understand now that they don't even write their own songs. You all know that, right? There's a brother named Frank Ocean, homosexual, write 90% of Beyonce songs. Neo write the next 10%. So they can even write their own songs. So when they sing these songs, no, whatever they sing, and the black woman say, okay, this is what I want to do. Guess who write the lyrics? Man. Man. All the songs that they're singing was written by who? Man. So it's just a whole big level of confusion. And coming from there, what's going on now is Nicki Minaj and the other man, Megan Thee Stallion. They say it's a man, she's 6'3". Rihanna is the same height, I don't know. They said they battle. You understand me? Till they said Nicki sing a song about her mother, dead mother, and people went to her mother's grave to vandalize it. So even they cannot get along. Do you understand me? So you having a house, you having money, there's nothing promise you happiness. Because every individual in life have a decision to make. And even in the state of Florida, do you know they said nobody under 16 can be on Facebook? Yeah, they can. Under 16 cannot be on social media. Because they form some bullying law now. Because they say children be going online bullying each other and they grave drop. They said 93% of American children cannot read. Because what you have to understand, most supermarkets now, they don't need nobody to be cashier. Most of the supermarket is self-checkout. You go, you pay yourself, you come up. So when they would have a counter with 5, 6, 7 machines, you go to the cashier. They don't have that now. They have one person there to just watch a machine, say if anything, they just come and scan their card and go. So for that now, people not getting work. Remember you used to go to McDonald's, Wendy's, you just go, you just order what you want. Now you have to punch it on machine. And you have to pay it there, then you go to the counter for it. Like Israel. That's how they do it in Israel. Even in Israel airport, you go, there's nobody there to say, okay, I need a double cheeseburger, I need this, I need that. You have to go on your punch machine, and everything is in Hebrew. So you have to just pray and hope you press the right thing. Yeah, at the airport, you go there, you see it, right? The airport. Some of them now, they have a machine, they just drop down through, so you really don't see nobody. Yeah, when I go to Israel was the first place I go and see that. You go and you order something, everything is in Hebrew, nothing in English. And you just have to pray and hope you press the right thing. Because their Hebrew is different from us. Because our Hebrew, we can go by the alphabet. Like you say, ba, they understand me. So we say, okay, this is beef. I say, ba. Our cow is gamal. You understand me? So gamal, I see. So now, everything is different. So you have to just pray and hope you press the right thing. Even if you press the right thing, you don't get what you are, too bad. Because there's nobody there to talk to you. So the world is changing. Even now, do you know Ghana charging levy for petrol? You know that, right? Yeah, Ghana charging levy for petrol. Yes, they put tax on petrol. The second country in Africa to do it. Birdie is the first country, and Birdie is the poorest country in Africa. So even that show you where Ghana ranking now.
Worse.
As of when I was in Babylon, petrol was 2 cedis a gallon. Not 2 cedis, $2.88 a gallon. Cheap. They sell gas by a gallon there. You sell gas by a liter. So 6 liters make 1 gallon. So do the math. You'll see how cheaper gas is there than here. In Israel, they sell gas by a gallon. We all do it by a liter. So you just bare-faced. It's like you're getting raped. Yeah. Nana only have a couple months in office, and they just signed a bill last Wednesday. They said they're putting levy and petrol. Do you know the reason why? Nobody watching this. What's the reason why they said it?
air pollution.
Air pollution. So they say they do it because too many people driving cars. So they want so many people to stop driving cars. So if that's the case, right? And the one that driving cars, you put a burden on him. If I stop driving my car today, the taxi man, would you cut the levy off? So for that excuse, that means you don't need that money for nothing. And you're trying to prevent air pollution. So wouldn't this be an easier way? One car per family.
And take out all those old cars from the system. Just
Wouldn't that is an easy way? You have a family of 4 or 6 people, one car to that family. That's what Netherlands do. Netherlands is a country, they ride bicycle. It's Sister Anna Tobias, they ride a bicycle, right? Like Netherlands, but they build road for the bicycles. Because even in America, you have the bicycle lane different from every other lane. You build roads for it. Do you understand me? But you said you putting levy and petrol. And no country in Europe putting levy and petrol. America, Canada, Mexico don't put levy and petrol. And you only have 6 months leaving out. So you see when this, next year now, everybody going to blame Muhammad. Do you understand if Muhammad win? Exactly. Because they make it difficult. Do you understand? So now what YAHAWAH is saying here, following me is not easy. To be my follower is not comfortable. And leave it going on only when all these things happen.
The Bluetooth is disconnected.
When these things happen, it's only one people feel it. The poor people. Because the politicians don't buy petrol. They get it freely. Tell me a gas station in America, Joe Biden can go and get petrol free. I Trump. Name that gas station. And then when they travel, they have at least 30 4x4 following them and all that. So you see, being a disciple of YAHAWAH is never easy. Read on, sir, and I'm going to show you something what David said. Read.
Verse 56. And YAHAWAH answered unto him.
No, 57, I tell you to start. When you reach 56. Yes, start.
Luke chapter 9, verse 57. And it came to pass that as he went in the way, a certain man said unto him, Lord, I will follow thee, whithersoever thou goest. And YAHAWAH said unto him, Foxes have holes, and birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man have no way to lay his head.
Look at that. So you want to follow YAHAWAH wherever you go. Are you prepared? Are you ready? Because keep in mind, YAHAWAH is saying go somewhere to prepare somewhere for you. But do you want what YAHAWAH prepared for you? Or you want what your president can do for you now? Or what your pastor can do for you now? It's a big difference. Right? You're going to church today, Deacon? You look tired, I see they stress you out. Are we going to go over Deacon class with kindness? I want to see you learn. Yes, because his Zamar posts up online early, and it wasn't scripture, it was baby. Where is he? He's sleeping. Okay. I have to say, you're posting already? She said, yes, class over. I say, okay. Right? Read on Raj. So Deacon, I remember the last time I went on the radio program and I talked about ELV, you never know what it is. Deacon was shot. Now they said they put in ELV and petrol. Yeah. So every time we go to the gas station to buy petrol, now we have to pay ELV. So they say if it's $200, 200 CDs gas, I think they say it's between 18 to 25 CDs extra.
Yes.
And they say, they say if you buy from 0 to 25 CD, you have to pay $6. 6 CDs. So not even the practical, don't escape this one. Right? So that's why we're reading this now, say who you want to follow. Because there's nothing set up here where it's going to be easier either. Because there's no leave in Europe, there's no leave in America, and none of these places have gas. And Ghana have their own oil. There's oil in that ready, right? Right? So read on 58.
Verse 58. And Yahweh said unto him, foxes have holes, and birds of the air have nests.
Really?
But the Son of Man had not where to lay his head.
Because the ministry that YAHAWAH is not like these super pastors. You see T.D. Jakes, Tyler Perry went and gave him $1 million. There was nobody giving YAHAWAH here $1 million. So this is how YAHAWAH lived his life then. So if you want to be a follower of him, you have to fit right in. Even when you come on time to the Passover, Peter have to go to him and Peter have to say what? YAHAWAH, where will we keep the Passover? Did that happen? Listen, nobody get up back. Y'all get your break already. Shamar, close that door. Right? Read on, 59.
59. And he said unto another, follow me.
And YAHAWAH look. This was Shamak say, I'm going to follow you. Then YAHAWAH look. And Joanna said, Joanna, follow me. Read on.
And he said to another, follow me. But he said, Lord, suffer me first to go and bury my father.
So what Joanna said? I can't do it today. I have to go and bury my father. So let's see if YAHAWAH was a considerate man. And remember, this is a figure of speech. You don't necessarily mean you go bury somebody. It was an excuse. Right? Read on.
Yahweh said unto him, let the dead bury their dead.
Let the what?
Let the dead bury their dead.
Read on.
But go down and preach the kingdom of Yahweh.
That's the only mission. Because I don't know what you summit, but we did a death and burial class there. Because everything is lost in the Bible. Because the Bible says if there is a priest and you're about to die, can you go? I shall. Stand. Why you cannot go? No, but I ask you if your father is a priest, but I know your father is a Judite and your mother is a Levite. That's not my business. Right? I have nothing to do with it. I wash my hand from that one. So if your father is a priest and you die, can your father go? Why? Zamar, stand. Man, I don't put it in my head, I see it. If your father is a priest, Zamar, you die. Can your father go? And what?
If the child, let's say, did something bad, or let's say,
Shama. If your father is a priest and your sister died, Aisha died, can your father go?
Yeah,
Depends on what?
whether she is a virgin.
Only way you can go if she's a virgin. But just imagine today, one of them died and we can don't go, oh sister, you want to baby girls. Would they ever forgive Deacon for that?
No.
And the Most High killed Aaron's son and said, don't even cry. Then the Most High killed Aaron's 2 sons and said, mourn, just make a shed the tears come and see. So do you see? So YAHAWAH said, let the dead do what they're doing now. And come and do this ministry. Right? Alice? You know I'm going to What is it?
he said if only if she's a virgin.
Only if she's not married.
Oh, so if she's married and she dies, she can't go.
That's not his problem. Didn't somebody pay for you? You understand me? But I never said deacon shouldn't come in. I say he's a priest. So don't leave me and say I'm teaching that don't do compassion. You understand me? But it's just in terms of he have the priestly work to do. What he going to tell the Mosai is unclean? Can't tell the Mosai that. But how we look at death now and our forebears look at death is something totally different. Because you look at death like somebody dead. There is nothing named death. There's something named transition. Because I know you all said it, I will see them again. But do you believe it? And you are going to see your loved one again. But the question is, you don't believe it. Because if you read in Genesis, you will see when our father Jacob died. Did you see how Joseph was crying? Joseph was all on the body. The brothers was looking at him like, what's wrong with you? So that's why even on this day, they said Joseph was what? A silly. Because all the rest of brothers said no, Jacob would come back. But Joseph, maybe because he never grew with him, but Joseph react different from the rest of brothers. And they put that in the scripture just to show you. And the rest of brothers have been looking at him like, yeah, we know it's Jacob, but calm down. Yeah. You understand me? Because even we read the story with Lazarus. Didn't Mary go to YAHAWAH and say, we know he's going to be in the resurrection? Do you understand me? We know we're going to see him again. They admit it. But the question is, your grandmother died, your grandfather died, your mother died, your father died. Do you really believe you'll see them again? You don't believe it. If you believe it, you'd act according. So in YAHAWAH said, let the dead bury the dead and come and preach the gospel. That's the job. He wasn't talking literal death. He was talking what? No excuse in this journey. Right? Read on.
And another also said, Lord, I will follow thee.
Read.
But let me first go bid them farewell, which are at home at my house.
So you see, it was a bunch of excuse. So just like now you see Zion train come. You remember the story of the 10 virgins? So all of a sudden now, boom. The train come here. And Sister YAHAWAH said, Deacon, tell her to hold me small. I'm going to tell my sister I'm going to Zion. Hold small. Do you understand what's taking place here? The Most High not waiting for nobody. My aunt said, why? Tell YAHAWAH to wait. I don't have my phone and to call my daughter and tell her. Mayana, she have to tell her mother before she goes. The train might have to wait for her deacon because she have to tell her mother. Do you see what's taking place here? YAHAWAH, I'll follow you, but I know you're going to walk from Bethlehem to Jordan, so I have to go home and I have to tell Sister Emanuela, you might have this baby and I'm not here. Let's see what YAHAWAH's response was. Read on.
And another also said, Lord, I will follow thee, but let me first go bid them farewell,
Read.
which are at home at my house.
Read.
And YAHAWAH said unto him, No, no man, having put his hand to the plow and looking back, is fit for the kingdom of YAHAWAH.
You have to be ready. That this kingdom coming when you know not. So if you might look back, if something more important, you will not fit for the rule of what will take place in this country. Do you see that? There is no compromising when it comes to the kingdom of God. And the kingdom of God is so close now, you don't even believe it. But if you have something important what you have to do then, you're not worried for that. Get 10:23 and let us go to Psalms. Luke 10:23. Start at 22.
Luke chapter 10, verse 22. All things are delivered to me of my Father.
Read.
And no man knoweth who the Son is, but the Father. And who the Father is, but the Son.
Really?
And he to whom the Son will reveal him.
So nobody will know of YAHAWAH unless the Most High tell you, listen man, YAHAWAH is black. And nobody will know YAHAWAH is black unless YAHAWAH reveal it to you that the Ancient of Days is black. Right? Read verse 23, sir.
Verse 23.
Mm-hmm.
And he turned him unto his disciples.
So now, what the word disciples mean? So YAHAWAH turned to the people that he was teaching and do what?
And he turned him unto his disciples and said privately.
What he said?
He said privately.
So YAHAWAH never said to everybody? Said it privately. What did he say?
Blessed are the eyes which see the things that ye see.
So YAHAWAH said, blessed to the eyes that see what you see. Read on.
For I tell you that many prophets and kings have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them.
Read.
And to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them.
Christians, stand and assume the position. Right? So you see what YAHAWAH said? Many prophets and kings, they have not seen Babylon the Great. When John see Babylon, how did John see Babylon? What was John's description of Babylon? No? No? When John tell you he see Babylon, what did John say in Revelation 11? He used one word. Start with the letter M. No, start with the letter M. Mystery. So John see Babylon as a mystery, right? But you see Babylon. When John there, Babylon never exists. So John say I saw what? Spiritual Egypt, spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah, spiritual Babylon. But no, you see Babylon. John say I look and I see the people drunk with the wine that Babylon did. But no, you see the people drunk. Look, what is some of the wine that the people drunk with in Babylon?
Freedom.
So-called freedom. But in John time, was there crack? Was there cocaine? Did you see anybody high? But now you drunk around here, you walk, you stumbling on each other. Who create crack? Had John them never seen nothing like this? You think people was walking around YAHAWAH high? But no, you come and you see it, and you don't even know what you see. So that's why YAHAWAH said, many people desire to see this. But no, you see. So now, for you to see, what will you do about it? Because to be an Israelite is not a religious organization. Because a lot of us want to put being Israel with churches. We're different. We're different. We're nationalists. Because we have to tell you now, you cannot be a crackhead. Because now in Ghana, you don't know what crackhead is. Go to America, you'll see what crackhead is. We all don't have the experience of what crackhead is. Go to Canada, you'll see what crackhead is. Look on YouTube, crackhead, see that man.
Yeah, they have. Because they get those near there.
These crackhead that in there get us here, they have wisdom, they have knowledge, they have understanding. The Esau crackhead, because crackhead here will give you a conversation, you understand me? Esau crackhead is something totally different. And they create all kind of drugs, they're killing the one another. So these are the mysteries what John was talking about. So that's why when I read the book of Luke now, he said, blessed are your eyes because you have seen. Blessed are your ears because you have heard. So let's see what David have to say. Get Psalm 73 verse 1.
Psalm 73 verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Truly, Yahweh is good to Israel.
What the Most High said?
Truly, Yahweh is good to Israel.
And that's what we have to say every day, man. For the Most High to give us eyes to see, the Most High shows mercy. Because life is hard out there, brothers and sisters. You don't feel it because the Most High have a hedge around you. But you don't know how hard life is out there, man. Right? Read on.
Truly, Yahweh is good to Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Even to such as are of a clean heart.
So if your heart, the cleaner your heart is the better the Most High will deal with you. Read.
But as for me,
What David said.
but as for me,
Read on.
my feet were almost gone.
Look at this. David saying I almost backslide. David says, as for me, my feet was almost gone. He almost slipped. And why would David almost slip? Read on.
But as for me, my feet were almost gone.
Read.
My steps had well nigh slipped.
Read.
For I was envious at the foolish.
What David said was?
Envious at the foolish.
So why make David almost lose his soul? Covetous. David said he see the foolish living lavishly and he was envy of it. Right? David said he was envious of the foolish. Read on.
For I was envious at the foolish
Mhm.
when I saw the prosperity of the wicked.
So remember, what was David's first profession?
Shepherd.
He was going every day with sheep to the bush, right? Then all of a sudden, David going out to the sheep. He's the shamak of his construction work. All the little girls in Israel around shamak. Shamak buying all kind of stuff for them and everything. No, who want him with sheep? Who want him with a bunch of sheep? Because you definitely would want him, right? Over there, stand up, assume the position. Thank you. Quickly. So David said he was envious when he see the prosperity of the wicked. Because if you see a boy every day, you just have goat and sheep going to the bush with. Marriage is far from your brain, right? And David have to go. Remember how in brothers and was even bullying him? In brothers and was on the battlefield. I don't know if you read it. But David's job was to bring food to them, lunch. And when they took the lunch, they said, hurry up, go back the sheep and there, boy. Do you understand me? Nobody respect a shepherd. But that's why David said, God is good to Israel, man. I'm king now. Right? David said, Abigail is a pretty woman, isn't she? So now the Most High give me strength, the Most High good to me, I'm going to go there and kill this fool. Didn't David say that? And Abigail said, David, don't kill him, David. You know what his name means, he's a fool. And as soon as the fool died, what David did? David said, don't go to the funeral. Come. See that? That's the Most High being good to Israel. Because as the Chinese said, the tide of war changed. I'm not shepherd no more, am I? You used to look down on me. When you read the Psalms, it tell you. He said, my mother children look on me as a scorn. That was speaking for both David and King Solomon. Right? Read on, sir. Verse 3.
Verse 3, for I was envious at the foolish
Read.
when I saw the prosperity of the wicked.
So now you see the wicked prosper, right? The wicked prosper. They don't have to worry with Levi and Petra. The wicked is prospering. So David saying, saw them prosper in this earth. Right? Read on.
For there are no bands in their death,
Read.
but their strength is firm.
When they're dead, nobody remember them 2 weeks later. But the strength when they have in the earth, they have a more peace. It's firm. And he will tell you why. Read.
They are not in trouble as other men.
When do police stop them on the road? Do police harass them on the road? So you see what David said? And this was a shepherd seeing these things. David said they're not in trouble like other people are. Read.
They are not in trouble as other men. Neither are they plagued like other men.
And when you say plague, meaning, will their house ever run out of food? That's why the Most High tell us, we cannot respect our person. The Most High said, we don't treat the poor different from who? The rich. But society do, right? How many member of parliament sending their children to public school? But you have a minister of education over education, right? And even he don't respect the public school. Oh, you have a minister of education, don't respect the public school. When Obama was president, he sent his 2 girls to Catholic school. Only thing the school have to do, put them up. Have different securities for them. It was actually, the school never want them after a while. You understand me? Because it was a president, children. So too much security and all this was there. But they go to regular Catholic school. Oh, you going to be minister of education and your children don't go to school in the country. So you can have a president come and say, if you want to be a millionaire, don't be a teacher. Do you see? Most I tell about the prosperity of the foolish. They can say that thing and get away with it. They can say that foolishness and get away with it. They say last year, 2023, there was a thing on the news. How did Ghana lose $5 billion from the bank? $5 billion missing from the bank and nobody knows where it is. And guess what? The Minister of Finance will not go to jail for it. He will not get a summons. You go to the bank and borrow 500 CDs and don't pay. You will see you don't get treated like other men do. Because I don't understand how money disappearing in Africa like this. And nobody knows. It just disappears. Nobody knows where it is. And nobody will get charged. There's no police, nothing like that. So David see all these things. But you go to the bank and take a loan and make the loan pass for 2 months and you don't pay and see what happens to you. Police are looking for you, right? Huh? What is that? What is that? See that?
Look at this one. That's why Jerry is a good man. Yeah, because he introduced DSS. He makes sure all the children pass through this.
But as a leader, that would be the best thing to do. You have to trust the system. If you as a leader don't trust the system, how will it work? How will you know what's going on in the system? Do you understand me? Read on that. Call the scripture read.
Psalm 73, verse 6. Verse 5. Let me start.
Psalm 73, verse 5.
Verse 5. They are not in trouble as other men.
Read.
Neither are they plagued like other men.
Read.
Therefore, pride compasses them.
That's what they do. They come, they look at you like a boy, like a girl. They look down at you now, right? Because they have the white man authority. They have authority now, so they're not your equal. If you go into a restaurant and see them, you have to, listen man, you only bow to God, brothers. Period soon come, right? What did Malachi tell Xerxes? I bow to no man but God. Do you understand me? You show people that in the truth with you respect. A lot of you here will not respect your brothers and sisters here, but you go to see these rich people, you respect them. Captain can tell it. Captain tell me about dignitary and all this thing. Who remember that? That madness. I say I don't see only dignitary, I see somebody who can say shalom. If you don't know shalom, you is no dignitary to me. I look down on you. Because the greatest man on this earth are the people who uphold the laws of God. Nobody else is no dignitary. You go to the wedding, dignitary over there, you go and call up dignitary to acknowledge them for what? Why? Whose protocol is that? Who am I going to do your wedding? And I'm the one doing your wedding, and then I'm going to call up dignitaries. You marrying, you're the only dignitary there. Anybody is not an Israelite, is not a dignitary, brothers and sisters. Because God don't count them, so we will not count them. So you need to understand this. Right? Verse 6 again.
Verse 6. Therefore, pride compassed them about as a chain.
Really?
Violence covered them
Really?
as a garment.
And when David said violence covered them, if you do them something, they'll have somebody come beat you up, right? So David see it all. Really?
Their eyes stand out with fatness.
Because they have money, they wear fancy clothes, they drive big cars. So that's all their eyes see. When is the next phone coming out? Right? I see mine are pointing, and I get my phone free, and I don't pay for my phone in America. So if you go to America, you walk in the store, you walk over there. Right, man? Right, Awar? Okay.
I still pay for it.
I pay for the service. They give you a contract. When you get a phone, you get contract. So you don't pay for the phone, you pay for the service. Do you understand? And the bill is like $60 or $70 a month, unlimited. Anywhere you can get internet unlimited, everything. So contract. If you break that contract and go to the next company, then you have to pay for the phone. This number here on this phone, I have it from 1999. Not 1999, from 2009. So even when I went to America, I met a brother. He's in Atlanta. And he said, give me a number. And I give him a number was in his phone. He said, you still have the same number? I said, I'm not running anywhere. If you want me from 2009, I have this number. I still have it. I'm not running from nowhere. So if you want me, you can find me. So that's why the summit, I don't know if you remember, I said, Kahan's been around for years. So we have nowhere to run to. I have this number from 2009. So what they'll tell you now, you do good business, so every year your bill will drop. Every year your bill will drop. So if a new phone coming out, you'll get an email, you have preference to get it first. Because you've been with one company so long. Okay? So I'm not taking my cash money to buy nobody phone. So even when we come to Ghana, you hear that data run out. It's strange to us. Because we use data, we have unlimited data. Do you understand me? Okay. So verse 7 we are talking.
Verse 7. Their eyes stand out with fatness.
Read on.
They have more than heartful praise.
So you remember that woman that worked with the sewage? How many money they find in her house? In dollars. They find a lot of money, right? So the Most High said they have more than they want. But guess what they will never do? They will never give the poor. How rich is Bill Gates? What Bill Gates ever give anybody? They will never give the poor. They say Muhammad is richer than Nana. What Muhammad give to the poor? I hear that Nana threatening people, tell them you never voted for me. So I don't have nothing to give you, you never voted for me. Yes. I hear that he went to the northern region and tell the chief. Say y'all are your own. Y'all never vote for me, so what you looking for from me? So you see, a man of the Most High, we cannot act like that. That's why we deal with monarchy. Because all this politics thing is destroying black people. Because it make you have sides. All these tribes, it destroy one another. Because you tell yourself that this tribe is better than that tribe. Foolishness. You're one people. But even some of you here will never see that. Some of you here will never accept that. But myself, I wore my hand. Yardi is coming back the 7th. Yardi coming here February 7th. Wherever we go, we want. Because in Jamaica, we know nothing of tribes. We don't know what that is. We only know ourselves as Yardi. One people. We won. If they need some blood, 90% chances with the same blood type. I'm about to give it to them. A white man can't give them blood. A Chinese can't give them blood. Because they're not one. But we won. But here, all these differences. And this is why you read Gideon, and you see Gideon have to come back and save Israel. Because they want to condemn Gideon because his mother was a Gentile. But you're what your father is. You understand me? And when Gideon come back, they say, we want to make a king Gideon. Gideon say, yeah, leave me alone. You the same people want to kill me last week. Go let God be the king, not me. But do you see, man of God? How much of you know, we see the boy freedom, right? You want to run for president, right? With no experience. But he wants to run for president because he has money. Do you see the differences? But Gideon get the opportunity and Gideon said, I don't want it. But everybody wants to rule over God's people. That's the question, you know. Everybody wants to be Moses over the children of God. And when you be Moses over the children of God, what direction will you teach them? Because our video with Freeman, yeah, Freedom, whatever, our videos with him, I was talking to him. Because I went to one hotel and I see Crackers was working for him and I was asking him. And he said, there's no, he said, if I do a business, I'll understand. There's nobody in Ghana capable to do it. We can video. Yeah, we have conversation already. And I'm telling him, out of all Ghana, there's nobody you can use as manager of your hotel. You have to pay somebody from India. The guy they come from India. Do you see? I even suggest, I said, why you don't get Ghanaian from overseas to come and work for you? Because it don't look good for me as a black man. I come, and so I go to a black man hotel, and when I go there, I'm seeing people from overseas. I said that too. Because Ritz-Carlton is a 5-diamond hotel. That's different from Star. 5 diamond is greater than Star. I work here more than 10 years. So when I go and I tell them, I say, I know what quality hotel is, I know what quality hotel food is, and they are intrigued. So we can have a conversation. So I said, why you have a white manager? Then when I start this thing, no mask, the girl was from Russia, was one of his managers, they deported her back to Russia. You have white people fighting for you. But everybody, he's a young man. I even suggest, why don't going to a party, invest in there, and get the experience from elders. Because to run a country is not easy. Yes. You understand me? To run a country is not easy. So you running a country now, I want to know your delegates. Who you have over Minister of Security? Who you have over Minister of Finance? Minister of Education? What can you do different? Because we know you're not going to use the same people, but do you have experience? You understand me? So a lot of people want to rule, a lot of people want to be kings, but what experience you have? Because to rule you have to be like Deborah. Do you understand me? We're not that easy people to rule. So everybody can say and everybody can do what they feel like. But we all know there's something need to be done. Liberian president, how old is he? 79. He couldn't remember his speech. When they swear him in, he couldn't remember his speech. 3 times he tried, they have to stop him. The Nigerian president, how old is he? 70 something. He was in a meeting with the Chinese president and he pissed himself. It's on news. He couldn't hardly speak. Yeah, he wet himself. So we understand that we need a change. You understand me? But our young men, they need experience. So what he should do is join one of these parties, try to be mayor, try to be governor, and then you get the experience from there. And you go forward. You cannot just come out and say, Ghana need change. I'm going to be president. With what experience? Just like even in Israel now, coming up, you have to have ranks and history. You can't come up in Israel, oh, I'm elder this. Like, the first thing they might ask, who gave that to you, where you come from, who you? Somebody have to know something, you understand me? When anywhere in this nation mention a tattoo, somebody know me. Anywhere on this planet Earth, just go and mention my name. Then, but no, I remember when I came here, the kid I would know, captain tell me I'm elder. I said, who? Do you remember that? Aaron. I said, how comes? And when I met him, he said, no elder, I'm not no elder. I was just teaching them. I said, okay. But if you was even doing that, don't tell nobody that. Because we might question that, who gave it to you? Who are you? Because Israel now is universal. We need people in the right position to lead over black people. No matter how you see we as schools go head to head, we all have a common respect for each other. We go head to head over scriptures. Because the Bible tells in Proverbs 27, sword sharpening sword. So we'll always go to battle for scriptures. But the rank never change. You get a position, we know you have to be anointed and give it to you. Just like, I remember, I know I see people giving themselves their own Hebrew name. It's never done in Israel before. Never. Because the Most High come and say, Abraham, you know more Abraham, but Abraham. You understand me? You have, your name must be given to you. You get anointed with it. No people come because you give person name based upon their character. Do you understand me? Because your name is your meaning. The name is what when somebody hear a name like Nabal, they say, oh, he's a damn fool. Who give you that name? Your mother, your father, oh, they know you as a fool. You see Esau, who give you that name? Oh, cast away. Say if your mother can't say that about you, that says a lot. Do you understand me? So you go somewhere and you tell somebody a name, we know the meaning of your name already. We say, okay, who gave that name to you? Elder Zabak, okay. So this is what Elder Zabak says. That's why we just don't give out the name Tabari and all that name. Because you name Tabari and you can't fight. Something is wrong. Do you understand me? Can you see a brother named Tabari, you know, okay, I want this brother to be securities and posts. Who give you that name? If you know he's an elder given with credibility, you know the mindset of this person. But if you say, who? They say, no, we have to change that. Do you understand me? So we're building everything for when this nation unite, it being great. Do you understand me? But now you have some little people come, they choose to do their own thing. Nobody wants to follow protocol. You understand me? As a young man, I'm not condemning him, but I say he need experience. Because he only going to waste his money. Because the Most High is not mad and people is not fool. Because you see on billboard all over Accra. Stop wasting money. Go invest it in a party, get the experience, come back. Huh? Read answers, verse 8. 8.
They are corrupt.
What the Bible said they have become?
They are corrupt.
That's what money do to people. Money corrupt people. You have some of you know you're poor, you get some money, the first thing you do is leave the Most High. First thing you do, your parents can't speak to you again because you have money. Don't fool. Don't you know whatever money you have, you're still under subjection to your parents? Because you have money now, the black woman going just like a whore. Because the black man have money now, only thing he's going to do is party every night. Because you have money, your parents can't tell you not to go out. So money and power corrupt people than anything else. And which people they corrupt? You. I was showing Sister Mayana a video with LeBron James. His bodyguard get $1 million a year. Keep in mind, basketball season only lasts 6 months if you go to the final. If you don't go to the final, if you go to the first round, like Ghana drop out at the first round, it's 3 months. Do you understand me? So if he play for 3 months, he get $1 million. And they say it was his friend from kindergarten. So when children used to tease him, the friend was there. When he never had food to eat, the friend was there. So when he come into money, he said, "Oh, can I help my friend?" So he said, "Make your friend his bodyguard." He's bigger than his friend. And he pay his friend that. You understand me? When you have money, don't go look for nobody you know. Don't find no new friend. And this is what most black people don't fall is. You understand me? Look at Mike Tyson and all of them. They get money, they broke. Because what? You need new friends. So you get $1 million CDs today. You have no ideas for it yet, but your friends have an idea for it. Because the woman going dress nice and party and take vacation, right? And the black man going to go from club to club with different women and drink, smoke and all that, right? This is trend. Actually, I can't see the face like that now, but you don't have $1 million CDs.
You broke.
Get $1 million CDs, you move to Accra. Your mother and father calling you, why they calling me again? You have attitude now.
That is it.
It's a fact. You understand me? But no, you get $1 million. Only way that $1 million will survive you, do you know? You invest in your siblings and only. Each of you have different business. Just like the people from India do it. That's how they do it. The Chinese do it. And then everybody, every year, everybody come back and everybody put their money right here. But if you try to do it differently, you're going to finish. Look at the rich black man. Look at the rich white man. Look at the rich Arabs. Look at the rich people from India. And look how all of us are. And look at the difference. Look what worked for them and what will not work for me. How we show off on one another. They don't show off on one another like that. Do you know Trump never drink alcohol in his life? Or smoke? Yeah, Donald Trump. Trump have many hotels. Do you know who is the manager for all those hotels? You should know. His daughter and sons. His daughter and sons work for him. Everybody is in the business. He carry on everybody. No, he don't even work. They run the business. Because one of them bankrupt, right? No, his name, because they use different name. Like Donald G. Trump, I think that bankrupt. But Trump is not. Remember, even he did change the name to Love and all these things. Some of those name bankrupt, but some don't bankrupt. Because it's a difference with business and you get loan and you get all that stuff. So if you get money, you have to bring on your own people, man. Your family is the best thing. To make the money, make the wealth stay in the family. But as soon as I make money now, I'm going to go to Accra. I'm going to spend money. So I'm going to find friends in Accra. So I'm going to stay in Accra. We have that in the Bible too, right? The prodigal sons. Didn't we have that?
Yeah.
So it's happening from them. And we cannot read to see change. Some of you going to pastor come to you to pray for you now. You have money, pastor is your best friend. Every day you have your house. Do you see? Read on. Verse 8 again.
They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression.
They don't talk about the people being oppressed. Do you see that? Which rich man come out and say he leave his run? They don't talk about the oppression of black people. Read on.
They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression.
Read.
They speak loftily.
They just speak. Ha 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 ha. What we drinking today? What we eating today? I see them, you know. And when I see them, I just smile. You understand me? Even sometimes we go to Ridge Royal, we see them come out and they want the biggest greet, and I'm just looking at them like, okay. But one thing I envy nobody. Because I've been there and I've done that. Do you understand me? And I see that the only way is the way of the Most High. Go to your sit. Sit. Right? Read on verse 9.
Verse 9. They set their mouth against the heavens.
And all they set them out against the heavens. God is not real. God don't make me rich. When I was poor and never have nothing, where was God? But I go to this ritualist and I bring this grain to him, and now I'm rich. Read?
They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walked through the earth.
But that's all the thing you hear, their voice. Make a rich man was here preaching today and see your ears full. Right? Read on.
Therefore, his people will turn hither, and waters of a full cup are walked out to them.
So you hear what the Most High said them become? They become this cup. And you throw the water over. When the water run over, what happened to it? It's gone in the earth, right? So that's their life. That's why when you read up in verse 2, it said there's no bond in their neck. So David said he was envious of them. So we cannot be envious of the transgressions. See, just like what YAHAWAH said, brothers and sisters, this is how we'll be getting the kingdom of God. The Bible said we should be what in the earth? Pilgrims. Abraham was a pilgrim. We traveled 40 years in the wilderness. We was a pilgrims. Until we get the land that filled with milk and honey. But the Most High have a better promise for us today. Because what? The Most High sent his only begotten Son to die for us, YAHAWAH. So if we believe in YAHAWAH and we do his will and his commandment, guess what happens? Get me Ezekiel, sir. 2 more scriptures. I think 26:13.
Ezekiel chapter 26, verse 13.
Read.
And I will cause the noise of thy songs to cease.
So you see what the God said? All these songs that you're all going around listening, the Most High said, go and cause it to what?
To cease.
Read.
And the sound of thy harp shall be no more heard.
And that's it. So all your party and enjoyment, get 523 Amos. All your party and enjoyment, the Most High said, he's stopping it. Because now you're going to have to deal with the Most High directly. Because who is the angel that in charge of all your music? Do you know Kanye West come out and say? Have anybody saw the video? Kanye West come out and said most of the beats, because remember, he was a producer before he became a rapper. So go on YouTube or Instagram, he tell you most of the beats that you hear, it's in the background they're worshiping Satan. Yeah, and the piano now. Yeah?
I'm a piano from Saka.
Yes. They tell you that. So even though YAHAWAH said, I'm going to stop it. Because you hearing a song, the song might not even sound good enough. But they play it so damn much, you start to like it. So the Most High said, I'm causing all that to stop. Read what you have.
Amos chapter 5, verse 23. Take thou away from the noise of thy songs.
So what the Most High said?
Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs.
So the Most High said, don't come and sing for me. tomorrow Sunday is play all these gospel songs, right? Who they singing it to? The Most High said, take it away from me. I don't want to hear that. The Most High said, take away those songs away from me. Christmas time, what you hear, son? Do you know everything is sung?
Yes.
And then when you get to analyze who is over music, it's nothing good, right? Why everything is sung? And you have all kind of idol name in there calling. Those Christmas carols, do you know they're catching too?
Yes. Yes.
You hear them everywhere. When I just came in the truth, I think that was the least thing to come up my head, man. The last thing. You go in the store, you hear them, you start to hum them.
Yes.
That will rebuke that devil, man. And they just soft-spoken and just, there's no harm to them. I share name your favorite Christmas song. I forget them.
Jingle bells.
I forget them because after purge them from my mind, man. Now when you go in the supermarket in Babylon, you hear them, you start to hum them too. Even I think Mariah Carey did one. You understand me? So these things catching. So now the Most High said, get rid of these things from me. Get rid of them. Because how can people see that Christmas is not real? We have Father's Day coming up next week, right?
Next.
Is when?
Next weeks.
I don't know what Father's Day is. I never buy nobody a gift for Father's Day in my life. Deacon, have you ever done that, Deacon?
No.
Award. We know. Okay, certain people don't get it, they cry, right? We know. See that? Right? So read Amos 5:23 again, sir.
Amos chapter 5 verse 23. Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs.
Read.
For I will not hear the melody.
What the Most High said?
For I will not hear the melody of thy.
So the Most High said, take away the noise from him. And even the melody, the Most High said, I'm not hearing it. So who they singing to? Because the Most High said, I don't want it. So tomorrow when you turn on the radio, you hear all these Christian songs. Who are they singing to? Because God said, I don't want it. When Easter comes, who they singing to? When Christmas comes, who they singing to? Because the Most High said, take it away from me. I don't need it. Because as I said, these songs is catching, man. You understand? You have to pray for the Most High to get them out my head. Can you go, you hear them, you start to hum them. And you was like, God damn. I was just celebrating Christmas for a minute. Get me 1 John 2:15. We close it out there.
First John chapter 2 verse 15. Love not the world.
What the Most High said?
Love not the world.
So the Most High said you should not love the world. Read.
Neither the things that are in the world.
And Val's Day, some of these things in the world, Sister Joanna. Man. So the Most High said, love not the world, Sister Joanna. Neither the things in the world. That's God said it. Read it from the top again, sir.
1 John chapter 2 verse 15. Love not the world.
God said you should not love the world. Read.
Neither the things that are in the world.
Read on.
If any man love the world,
What happened?
the love of the Father is not in him.
So choose. You cannot worship two masters. Why you need to celebrate Mother's Day? That's always my question happening. And even when I come to Ghana, I hear that when a woman gives birth, you have to give her a gift. So it puzzled me. I was over Babylon and I was speaking to Shalomar about it. You know Shalomar, right? The one that sing?
Yes.
The Benjamin that sing? So I was talking to him about it Sunday and I was like, I don't understand it. Because even our mother in the Bible, she said, when Elizabeth got pregnant, she was so happy because she said, God take away her reproach. So why you need a gift for it?
And they said it is between life and death. A lot of people go, they don't come back. So it's just an appreciation.
All right, next question. Zamar, stand.
Look at the who's the man.
I'm not married yet.
Name me 5 persons that you know that died from life and death situation in giving birth. Name 5. That somebody know.
That's somebody.
Yeah, name 5. Lion, do you know anybody died giving birth? Awar, do you know anybody died giving birth? I don't know none. I never hear somebody say, me don't know none.
I know a teacher of mine.
Huh? I know people died that giving birth. I heard. But I don't know none in all my life. So that's why I asked Mayan in her 58 years, Awar in her 68 years. Do you know anybody? Do you know anybody, Deacon?
I bet you did.
I
heard about it.
I don't
know nobody. Everybody I know pregnant give birth.
I have heard.
Name 5.
I should name 5.
I said no. I said I hear about it. I heard about it, but I don't know nobody.
A classmate of mine got married early, and she died with a baby.
So was it childbirth that killed her or something?
Yes, they said she was in labor.
Because listen, you have to be honest about this. They said more women died in Ghana hospital than anything else. So even yesterday, Awa was telling me, because at our summit, Deacon, Shamai, at the summit, Shara teach the midwife class. So Awa was telling me, post it. I said, no, because Shara was bringing out things in there. What if we post it, they will damage her reputation. You understand me? And even when we're there, Shara telling us that there is something to give painless birth. Ask them, if mine have baby in America, do you have baby in Canada? Have you seen any white people in the world when you're having baby? Jewish in Canada hospital?
No.
They don't have baby in our hospital.
No.
Remember when they said Beyonce give birth to the baby, what did they say happened? They shut down the entire hospital for it to give birth. So now we have midwives telling us how to give birth properly. So if some doctor here cannot do it properly, in Israel, when they go there, what did they say? They never have a miscarriage. Didn't they say that in the Bona? 53 years, never have one. Yes, at the house. They have it at the house.
Yes, even people give birth now, they don't die.
Yes.
So that's why I said, make it be truthful and facts. Because Ghana have the reputation for that. Because we just at the summit, and Shara mentioned a different strategy to our painless birth. And in Jamaica, our grandparents used to drink thyme. They said when they use thyme make tea, the baby just come right out. So what the hospital do is different from what the fact is. Because I have 3 children and I'm there for all 3 of them. And I never see a Jewish woman on the same one. And trust me, we walk and look for them.
Elder, the gifts the husband gives, it's not compulsory. But you see the way the woman will look and change and vomit and look terrible. It's just something they're talking to say, oh, thank you for giving me. It's not compulsory.
It's a gift.
It's a gift.
Next question.
Yes.
When a man gets a woman pregnant, do the man know that he get the woman pregnant? Yes. Yes. The man have nauseous feeling.
Yes.
He sleep.
Yes.
He feel lousy. He have headache. Nobody giving us something.
No, the parents are aware.
She give you something?
No, but I think
You tell her.
I know that's why it's pregnant because you know.
Yeah, the man know. So whoever give a man nothing.
We just found out. We give them something.
So if the woman said they push, how the man have to push for you to have that seed, right?
Which one? Oh, that is different.
The way they are thinking.
Life is not fair, vegan.
What's the life is not? No, we just found out. We give them something.
But Elder, you the men don't change. You see, you even said, oh, Sister Agnes doesn't change. Because you're looking to wait and see someone horrible. We change totally. Your face, your feet. You can't even walk. Some people walk like crocodile.
I stick. Y'all don't deserve a gift for something that y'all should bring in the world. You create to give birth. That's a gift within itself.
Elder, what if the husband chooses to?
If the husband chooses to, he can. But the husband must get something too. We're talking for man freedom, weekend. What about the black man freedom?
And especially when you have a boy, it carries your name forever. When you are dead, this is your
But the
son.
boy won't come love the mother, look at Shama and Zara.
Oh, they love our
Hey.
The boy won't come love the mother. Am I telling any lie here? Deacon, why stop him from being the favorite? You keep on playing. The boys might come loving the mother. Look at you. Yes, Shama.
One thing I don't understand.
Be careful. You live in a house for a woman.
Why is it that the women that we see, they were known by God, like Sarah, Rebecca, even the maids, Bilhah and Zephyr and all these women. They wanted to have more children. But I don't know the problem with nowadays women that like even one to get even pregnant for once. I think they don't want to go into that as if it's
The
It's the
society.
economic.
no.
It's
The
society.
economic.
What's economy? I don't know. No, I think they think about the pain.
The pain.
No, they say as soon as
It's
you
not
give
much
birth, you
about
forget it.
But
They
Shama,
will
this
forget
is
it was
something
supposed
that's
to go again.
Shama,
You've been there before. It's different. Those who are about
Shama, I have something to show you based on that. Because you have to know some of the foods, what they're giving you too.
Yes.
Even the formulas. It has something to do with all that problem too. Yes, Sister Mary.
I want to explain something to what he's saying. He was saying that our elders, like our mother and father, they give birth in their old days, like 5, 10, but now, right now, things have changed. What I want you to understand is that I got what he said.
Go.
Let me explain myself.
That's what he's saying is, the woman of the Bible, they wanted to have more children. But now, women decide to have 1 or 2 or none at all because they think of the pain. That's what he said.
No, he said he doesn't know whether we are thinking of the pain. He doesn't know why we want just
So
to.
what's his question, Sister Mary?
What I want you to understand, it's not somebody's choice to decide what I want, maybe I want to have 1 or 2. Nowadays, there are circumstances why you can't give lazy children.
Why? What's the circumstances?
For me, for instance, I did CS. I did CS.
Huh?
Me, for instance, I did CS.
What else?
Operation,
Zero
cesarean.
operation. So this is my 3rd one. The 3 of them, all of them I did it.
And the
So the
doctors
doctor
wicked
told
to
me,
do that.
the doctors told me,
You cannot have no more, which is not
yes,
true.
you told me that I have only 1 chance.
But listen.
But he gave me a reason for.
Listen. We spoke about that at the summit. C-section is not necessary. And if you have 3 C-section, the children still can have no children. The question, we discussed it at the summit. You understand me? So the question going now is, C-section should be the life and death situation. But don't go to the doctor.
Yes, that is what my was.
It was
in
no
a
life and
serious
death situation. Stop it.
situation.
Stop it. Stop it. Because even if you look it up online, you see people talk, even white people talking about it, that the Ghanaian doctors will cut you more than anything else. It's online. I Google it.
first one was a comfort. The second one, it's not. It was my choice. But the first one was a comfort.
Because if the baby ready to come, the baby will come.
Yeah, mine was a comfort.
You understand me? Because you see, the doctor go by 9 months pregnancy. The Bible tell her the child is ready to come when? So you see now. Do you see now? So the 9 months come and you don't give birth. What the doctor said? You have to take it, right?
You overdo.
So you see the madness? The Bible said the child will never stay over 10 months. So you have to give it, that's why when the child born, the child is a year already deacon. Or you're going to have the big 12-pound baby, say the baby is 1 day old. Yeah. I'm a one going towards 2 years now. I'm a one is a year already. Do you see what's taking place? But the doctor take the big child out of the womb and say this big grown child is 1 day old. And then he go to school, they call him Tall Tina, you call him Big Bird, you call him everything. Because they put the Bible away. So even at the summit he was discussing all these things. And that's why in Egypt, who did Pharaoh tell in Egypt to kill the babies? The who?
The midwives.
No, I said midwife went to psychiatric hospital. You see midwife wearing green and white. I said, what are you doing, midwife? I said, what did you do in the hospital today? Psychiatric. They still in front of a bunch of mad people. And these are your midwives. In Egypt, Pharaoh gave the midwife authorities to kill the black babies. So who's killing the black babies today? The midwives. So I'm trying to tell you, it's not that bad. You have to get our own midwives. Some of you have to start to have your child at home like sister, but not them.
Yeah, I asked her to teach us.
Yes, sister, you want? David. What she said, hold on.
The government used to deliver them when they are about
I see that in Jamaica.
and none of those that came into the house
50
never died.
years.
And nobody cut nobody.
50 good years in the house.
Nobody cut nobody.
When they want to come out, some people bring their doctors out.
That's all they do.
They handed children.
That's all they do. Because you know, a woman should never lie down and give birth. Sharon was teaching that too. You have to stoop down. And sometimes stooping down, yes, it's easier. Stop the camera, Sharon.
Next, we do experience. Children are the Central Hospital. Now, can I walk?